This is Market Street, the main artery south out of downtown Youngstown. By day, a 30-block stretch of small retail stores staying alive despite the changing character of the surrounding neighborhood.
It happens to be the area of the city where there is the greatest amount of activity, especially by young people, and especially on Fridays and Saturdays from 9 o'clock in the evening until 2:30 in the morning.
Youngstown's rock and roll radio station. Jerry Starr at the good tunes. Let's get the knack right now.
When you count the number of restaurants, taverns, pornographic shops, the disco places, and the entertainment places that there are in that section of the city, you'll find that that's the greatest concentration of activities in the entire city. It's located in the uptown area of Market Street. Add to that a large number of small businesses and businessmen who are trying to earn a living, and you've got the makings of a real problem. The early part of spring and summer of '79, there were increased incidents of turmoil, robberies, muggings. We had a series of rapes in that area. We simply reached the point where the activity was so great that we had to make a very, very special effort in order to abate that activity and to tone it down so that the merchants and the people in the area and the citizens could feel more secure.
The public's concern climaxed on June 3rd. 20-year-old Elaine Poulos had too much to drink here in the Beachcomber and was told by her friends to go out to her car and get some rest. At 2:52 a.m., Miss Poulos and her 1978 Thunderbird were reported missing from this parking lot. She was later found raped and brutally murdered in Mill Creek Park. Suddenly, the public became concerned.
We took the action when we thought it was necessary. We thought the situation was getting out of hand. Time had come when a substation or local law enforcement in a neighborhood was important.
June 7th, just 4 days after Elaine Poulos was murdered, a police substation was hurriedly put into operation in the Uptown district. It was an attempt by the mayor to get a grip on a problem getting more and more out of control. And it was an experiment to see if the neighborhood beat cop, the foot patrolman meeting people one-on-one, was really more effective in this case than the modern-day mobile force.
As far as serving minors, I don't try to serve no minors.
Well, this girl's 19 by her own admission. That's a minor. This is what your bartender got to check. You follow me?
Right.
In early June, when the substation was started, most of the nighttime merchants in the Uptown area were experiencing a sharp decline in business. Many felt the upsurge in crime through the early spring had scared customers away.
Yeah, I was robbed one time here at 8 o'clock in the evening. Two ski mask guys come here and made everybody lay down on the floor. They robbed a lady in the parking lot at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the evening. She was going in her car, and they grabbed her pocketbook and run.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls that used to come here that won't even come up on Market Street because of it. I know a lot of people that said that they wouldn't come up in the area. And then when they put the substation in, gradually business started picking up.
Before the substation began, the merchants and residents on Market Street, like the rest of the city, relied for police protection on the occasionally passing patrol car, which often cruised to beat several square miles in area. From June through August, that changed. 4 officers were assigned nightly to work from 8:30 p.m. to 3:30 in the morning out of a storefront in the Uptown area. They were given a concentrated 16-block beat from the L West Theater at Williamson south to the Union National Bank on Philadelphia.
The officers are required to inspect and tour the entire neighborhood. They're supplied with cruisers, and in some cases they're supplied with scooters. They're instructed to make regularly scheduled rounds in the entire neighborhood. They actually walk the beat on Market Street, and they actually inspect the front entrances and the rear entrances of many of the shops up and down Market Street.
You go in and out of the different business places, and the merchants can maybe give you a tip on a car that they see that they think might be suspicious for one reason or another, or somebody that's been seen loitering around a particular corner.
Causing a disturbance. That's
okay,
simple.
well, then we'll leave and
Some of
buckle
them,
up.
they don't care for
Okay.
it. We got a call to come down here, check it out. We're checking it out, and we're going to tell you what's going to happen later on.
I don't think the bar owners are as quick to sell to someone who they even suspect might be underage, because they never know when we're going to come strolling in the door. And the same way with the kids, they don't try it for the same reason, that we're liable to come in anytime.
They'll walk in and check, say, how's everything? You having any problems? They rap even some of the customers, and it really looks good. I'll tell you one thing, it keeps everybody, you know, a little more walking a truer line up here. You know, they just don't do the freaky things that they done before.
I wouldn't even come out in my own yard here if the cops weren't going up. They go up and down every 15 minutes. Any neighbor on this street or on that side of the street will tell you it's day and night around here. You don't have to be afraid for your life.
Fights, busted windows, breaking in the cars, all hit the decline.
Well, he's telling the truth, though, because we got statistics to back that up. That's
Right or
true,
wrong?
though. That's true. That's definitely true.
Definitely true. Those police figures indicate that over 80 arrests were made and 300 traffic citations issued by the substation during the period from June through August 31st. In fact, the police report indicates that there were no breaking and enterings or purse snatches during the period. Assaults and disturbances and property damage also almost disappeared. The motorcycle gangs had gone. Business owners reported their customers felt much safer going to and from their cars. In fact, the only blemish on the substation occurred here in the parking lot of the Sparkle Market on June 21st. 4 persons were abducted. One of the women was subsequently raped.
There are less people, there is less activity, there is less turmoil, and there is greater tranquility in Uptown on Market Street than there ever has been before.
By all accounts, the substation has worked. Both residents and merchants seem pleased. But already the manpower of the substation has been cut in half. And with Mayor Richley leaving office by the end of the year, there's no guarantee that the substation will continue to exist. Why? Well, we'll take a look at that with a report tomorrow on Politics and Patrolmen. Jack Bowe, 33 Eyewitness News.